Sam, please. Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. It is a moment of great pride and privilege to welcome you all to this special occasion as we celebrate Quantum Day at WIPS TC. I extend a warm and respectful welcome to our esteemed dignitaries, Honorable Chairman Sir Dr. S.C. Vaz, whose visionary leadership continues to inspire excellence, respected Vice Chairman Mr. Vineet Vats for his constant encouragement and support, respected Director Professor Sunil Gupta for his guidance and academic leadership, our esteemed guest of the day Ms. Shami Wadhwa, whose presence truly enriches the occasion, distinguished Dean of VSET, along with all respected faculty members. We are truly honored to have you all with us today. Today, we have gathered here to celebrate Quantum Day, a day that symbolizes the remarkable journey of quantum science, from abstract theoretical ideas to groundbreaking technological advancements. Quantum science is at the forefront of innovation, influencing areas such as computing, communication, sensing, and secure systems. This day is not just about knowledge, but about curiosity, exploration, and the spirit of scientific discovery. आज का दिन हमें याद दिलाता है कि हम भविष्य की उस तकनीक के साथ जुड़े हैं जो दुनिया को बदलने की क्षमता रखता है. To begin this auspicious gathering, I would like to request our Chairman Sir Dr. S.C. Vaz to kindly felicitate our esteemed guest Ms. Sumi Wadhwa with a bouquet and the memento as a token of our gratitude and respect. Thank you, sir and ma'am. Sir, thank you, sir. I now humbly invite our respected Director, VSET, Dr. Sunil Gupta, to kindly address the gathering with his opening remark.
Thank you, Swati. Good morning, everyone. I think you all the faculties do not need to repeat again that it's a good morning. For the student, it may be the compulsory. I need to repeat the many other times that please say the good morning in a very warm sense. So it's my pleasure and to welcome you all, respected Chairman Sir, Vice Chairman Sir, our speaker, all the faculty members, all the faculty coordinators. Students is not here, but for the students also. So today is a National Quantum Day, and this is actually the revolutionary thing that we are seeing nowadays, that how the world is changing. So regarding that one, we are already arranging the expert lecture, which is particularly for the Quantum India, not only organized by the quantum community at the time set here at the VSET. This Quantum Day is not as particularly it is an event, but what we can say, it is a revolutionary change that we are seeing in the world. Why I am saying that part? Because if you see the decade back, what happened, the computer that were using, that was filled with a complete room, if you already seen that. But nowadays, whatever the things that we are solving, and whatever the things that we already solved in the previous computer, the things changed nowadays. Now, the things that we are solving today is in our pockets, that is a smartphone. So this is all due to the technology, all the emerging technology, either you can say the artificial intelligence, the blockchain, the cyber security, and no doubt the quantum computing. So they all play a major role in changing the era, what we are seeing today. So this quantum, when we say that this quantum, it is not particularly a bit, but this is more than the bit that is all that you already knows that. It not changed the decade, but it changed the perception level, how we can transform the technology and how we can process the information. If you are getting my point, what I'm saying, how we are processing the information, so this quantum is changing the way how we process the information. If you know, our computer is actually based on the bits, but the quantum is more than that part. They are using the superpositions, they are using the probability. The things that we were doing in the number of the years, now we are doing in a seconds. So that is the beauty of the quantum that we are doing. So we have an expert lecture on the same, and we are inaugurating the things also. So just try to understand what we can do as a researcher, because every faculty have a teaching quality as well as a research quality. So just try to understand not just point of the emerging technology, but the point what we can else do in a terms of the research, how we can open each and every part, because as I said, the thing that we did in a number of the years, now we can do in a seconds. So the thing is that, if you remember, in the terms of a computer, it is actually work on the protocol, that is a step-by-step manner. But now with the help of a quantum, there is a no protocol. I hope you're getting my point. No protocol means there's a number of things that we can do within a seconds. So that means there is a no protocol with the quantum computing, and they have a many application area. If you see, you need to look your area where you can contribute to the quantum computing. No doubt the number of the faculties are doing the research on the same here also, but particularly for the nation building, we need to find out the application, just like in water, or you can say the cyber security. Some of the people are doing in the finance also. So the number of the application are here. You need to just check where you can contribute to the nation. As our mission of this institute is also the same. So I always say about the mission of our institute, because this is particularly for the nation building. And in India, there is a number of initiative which is going particularly for the quantum computing. I hope everybody knows about the mission, the National Quantum Mission. So we also need to contribute. First, you encourage yourself, whatever the research area that you have, where you can contribute, where this quantum technology will help you to update your technology, and just to emphasize on the same, so that we all collaborate and build the nation. Thank you everyone, and please try to note each and every point where your research area is matching with this one, so that we can make a proposal and send to the other part. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and motivating each one of us present over here. So now moving ahead, it gives me immense pleasure to announce a special moment for all of us. On the occasion of Quantum Day, we are proud to present the release of our Quantum Community magazine, This magazine reflects the enthusiasm, efforts, and intellectual contribution of our students and faculty. This is not the destination, it is the first step of a long and meaningful journey, and we promise this journey will continue with greater energy and impact. So I request all the respected dignitaries to kindly unveil the ribbon and officially launch the magazine. Thank you, dignitaries. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
It's going to be good afternoon. Madam Shami Wadwaji, who's a scientist grade F in the solid state physical laboratory of the most prestigious defense research organization. We welcome you this morning and extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of the faculty members. Earlier was supposed to be for the benefit of the students, and now I widened its scope so that the entire faculty get to know what are the advances in the field of quantum. I learned from physics to physiology. When I learned physics, I learned the fundamentals of energy, heat, and other manifestation of energy. The whole world is focused on energy today. Then I learned physiology. Human physiology is a very strange phenomenon. When I was facing my external examiner, he asked me, external examination in physiology, it was the year 1964. I was confronted with one question: why is the human body temperature remains at 98.4? You may be in Siberia, you may be in the deserts of Jaisalmer, or anywhere in Jordan. Why does the human body temperature remains at 98.4? Human has always been very curious to unravel the mysteries of nature. Can any one of you reply why does human body temperature remains at 98.4? I tell you about that. There is a heat regulating center in the hypothalamus in the brain. Heat regulating center in the hypothalamus in the brain, which controls your body temperature, number one. Number two, your lungs. Number three, your kidneys. And number four, your skin. You perspire, you breathe in and out, you exhale, and with each one of it, you are emitting heat. And when you breathe in, you adjust the body temperature, the heat regulating center in the hypothalamus gets adjusted. So has been man's quest for unraveling the mysteries of nature. The mysteries of nature. In Newton, 100,000 times the idea, but once in 1 million times the idea occurs as to why does this apple not go up and why does it come down. So the law of gravitation came from deep thinking, contemplation, meditative mind, intuitive mind, and your curiosity to know and unravel the mysteries of nature. Now the whole lot of universe. Earlier we knew a few things, ultraviolet rays and then infrared rays, and then came gamma rays and so on and so forth. So man's quest has always been to unravel the mysteries of nature. And one of those mysteries led to a breakthrough. We got the helium gas. Now helium gas is used in medicine, to aeronautical engineering, to aerospace engineering. So also gamma knife is being used to operate brain tumors. It's so revealing. Each time man has tried to unravel the mysteries of this universe. When you look at the cosmos, hardly a few planets, Mars or Moon or Saturn, you are trying to reach out to Saturn. But how many million galaxies are there in this cosmos? So man has known very little of it. So are the dimensions of quantum. As the word is suggestive of quantum. It is an infinite dimensions. You cannot limit it to quantum physics or quantum mechanics or quantum theory. And during the selection committee, I asked Swati about Bell's theorem. And even today, she has not read it. What is Bell's theorem? How does connectivity, interconnectivity of all humans, all particles, living and non-living, let me tell you, each one of us is communicating with each other. There's an interplay between one particle and the other particle. And today, quantum is one thing, a few things, quantum communication, quantum computing, quantum technique, technology, whatever you call it, quantum physics. But quantum will not be complete without having to comprehend the fundamental principles of quantum. I just, one thing that I noticed, I keep following the research, and more so in the area of defense. And since Shami Babaji is here, I'll be glad to play one small video, small clip. So to tell you how quantum has progressed and what limits has it gone to. You know of a plane F-15 was shot down by Iran in the deserts of one of the famous deserts in Iran. And they shot down a number of planes, F-35, F-15, and C-130, different versions of transport planes. And so much so, the plane which is called an eye, global eye, which keeps which is the flying radar, which gives you positioning as to where to bombard and where not to. That also was down by Iran. I'll show you one clip here, which is so revealing. One of the pilots, the two pilots were there in F-15. One of them could escape. Both of them ejected. Both the pilots ejected. One got lost and one could come back to the airbase. One could escape the Iranians, one could not. He was still to be found. And 80% of the Iran's topography is snow-clad. 80% of Iran is snowbound. So in those ravines, deep deserts and mountainous, area, to find that pilot was a huge challenge to the US Army, huge challenge. And they tracked. And how it was tracked, I'll show you that clip. It is so amazing. Human loss in US is the greatest loss. 400 plus casualties of US troops in the Middle East. And they were hit hard by the Iranian forces. How the US detected, they rescued the pilot who ejected from one of the F-15 aircrafts. I'll show you a little bit of clip and you get to know what quantum geometries and the dynamics are doing now, how far quantum has progressed. It will give you an insight into quantum. Just log into my dim lights, light dim कर. Please आप बैठे रहिए. You sit down, keep sitting. Where do you sit down? Nice.
How do you?
just wanted to introduce you to welcome you.
We are very thankful. We are very thankful to our chairman, sir, whose words are really always very inspiring and full of valuable insight. We are really blessed working under his guidance. Before we proceed to the insightful talk by our honored guest, let me take a moment to share a few words about our quantum community. At WIPS TC, under the aegis of the Technical Innovation and Skill Enhancement Cell, we proudly established our quantum community last year. This vibrant community comprises a dedicated team of 6 faculty members and more than 30 passionate students actively engaged in various domains of quantum science. Together, they are working toward strengthening research culture, encouraging innovation, and building a strong foundation in emerging technologies. To further support strengthening our learning, we have established a quantum lab within the institution. The Quantum Lab at WIPS TC has been established to provide hand-on exposure to fundamental quantum phenomena. It enables students to explore concepts such as quantum interference, wave-particle duality, photon statistics, and quantum entanglement through integrated experimental setup. The lab effectively bridges theoretical understanding with practical application in areas like the quantum communication and the secure information system. We are continuously working toward expanding and strengthening this facility to support advanced research and future innovation in quantum science. These hands-on experiments help students gain clarity, develop interest, and stay motivated toward research. This is just a beginning. We have a long journey ahead and many milestones to achieve. Now, to share a brief overview of the research and the project activities under the quantum community, I now invite Dr. Monu Nath Betta to kindly take over the stage.
Very good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Chairman, sir, in his absentia, respected Vice Chairman, sir, respected Director, sir, distinguished Dean, and dear faculties. I'm here to share a small introduction about our lab activity and what kind of research we are till date has been completed, and some are undergoing submitted, and some we have result we achieved need to be proceed further. So these are the published work by one of the work by Dr. Garima Channa ma'am, where she used the nonlinear property and explored the quantum state of the two-atom system. And the other work executed in collaboration by me, and where I have explored how we can use the quantum light spin to monitor the temperature, particularly in the range of room temperature to little bit like cooler temperatures, to actually monitor the quality of food. Basically, what we take in the room temperature and how it is behave in a particular temperature. That has been appreciated in different international journals. This is the patent which we have granted. This is one of the work with Dr. Swati Shandile ma'am and others. And now, this is the submitted work where we have developed the biosensor, again by using the quantum light spin. And basically, most of the biosamples have the refractive index between 1.33 to 1.43. And the temperature, the refractive index difference is very small in that, and by other system it is very difficult to detect it. But by using the photonic spin Hall effect, that it is very sensitive to any physical parameter, we can achieve it. And it is submitted, revision also submitted, and we are hoping to get it soon. In another work, this is the, if you have the idea about the electromagnetic spectrum, then the UV spectrum is something which is really unexplored in this area. So I have taken the opportunity to work in that area where we can not only see the photonic spin Hall effect in that enhancement, but we can also manipulate the light spin. Once we have the ability to manipulate the quantum spin, then after we can do anything. Doesn't matter. And the dependency on the polarization, it is very high. But here we have controlled that polarization dependency as well as their spin accumulation direction. So this is also under revision. Now, this is one of the, I must say, the breakthrough work from our lab, where we, as you know, in quantum computing, error is one of the biggest challenge. And in present system, we are using the helium-3 for the cooling agent, and that has the different phase, phase A and phase B. We have shown that how by controlling the phase, we can actually control their quantum error correction by using the Majorana zero mode. If you remember that recently Microsoft has been introduced the quantum computer with the name Majorana 1. So that was kind of a motivation for us that how we can move in that area. And if you see here in the red color, the overhead, this is the ratio between logical qubit to the logical qubit to the physical qubit. It is very high in general, like more than 1000 and that. But we have shown that how we can reduce it to the 25. This work is we are again doing some more experiments in it, and we are hoping to, for us, this result is also one of the very big achievement, but still we are taking more time to get it more good result and then present it to the world. And in the another work, as we said, that whenever it's come to the quantum, it's all quantum computing or quantum computer. The biggest is scaling, that how the human and how we can in the normal life it can be used, because we required a very high magnetic field as well as the very low temperature. But if we, as we know, there is a different quantum bit system. If we go to the photonics, and if we can develop the quantum gate by using the photonics, then we can do the quantum computing at room temperature, where everyone is looking for. So we have, by using this gate system, is showing the entanglement and superposition requirement by using the Hadamard gate and CNOT gate. So we have shown by using the photonic system only, where we can integrate the existing semiconductor fabrication technology, we can actually already shown that it is CNOT gate is possible. We have also shown the Hadamard gate also, and now we are working on the integrating as a quantum, particularly in the computing system. So these are the ongoing work, and proudly I am presenting this slide because one of our student, Bhavesh Gupta, and his interest, he collaborated with one of the professor, Dr. Manuel Rodolphe in EPFL, and he executed that how the thermal state, as we are working on the quantum error correction, how that is can be used in the quantum circuit, there particularly the imaginary loss part. And this another student, Subharika Saxena, she has done that. She has taken the problem of the real life problem where that a salesman has the situation where should he deliver or he or she deliver a packet at a particular location. So finding a best route to save the time and the human effort, she have designed by using the 5 qubit, 5 different location, she executed the solution with the quantum process. These are the ongoing work. And as we know from our Vedas, Anubhadra Kartavyo Yantu Vishwata, let the noble thought come to us from all direction. So we are very much happy to collaborate, take the opportunity to do the MOU with the different industries. These are the initial, at present, we are collaborating and working together. And in future, I really request you everyone, if there is anything which we can do together, we are very much happy to work and work together in the quantum technology. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Manunath Mehta, for your insightful presentation and for highlighting the remarkable work and the progress of our quantum community. Now, it is my privilege to introduce our esteemed guest, Dr. Shami Wadhwa. Okay, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Honorable Chairperson, VC, Director, and all faculties, good afternoon. First of all, you know, when we celebrate Quantum Day, why? Of course, you are the quantum person, but it's nice. If we take the Planck's constant value, it's 4.14 10 to the power minus 15 electron volt second. 4 is our April month, 14 is our date. 14th of April we used to celebrate. And as 14th of April is holiday this time, so you people are celebrating today. And I'm really happy to see he showed that video and he showed the effect of the quantum magnetometer. I am the person who's working on the quantum magnetometer. Let me give my introduction first. Basically, I am the laser person. I was working in LASTEC, Laser Science Technology and Center. It was one of the lab of DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization. You people must have heard about the Sindoor and all that is DRDO has done. DRDO has 52 labs in all the different fields like missiles, lasers, semiconductors, cryptography, medical, and so many labs. So I was working in the LASTEC laser lab, but 5 years back, government policies, that lab was merged to different laboratories, and I came to the solid state physics laboratory. And I really feel proud to tell you, this is the only lab in India which works on the semiconductor. Now Modi ji has started talking about semiconductor, and is looking for the industry to come and work on the semiconductor. But this laboratory is working for the last 36 years in the development of the semiconductor. For all of us means, especially the college level or school level, semiconductor means silicon. Am I right? We used to teach us silicon, germanium, transistor and all. But SSPL is working on development of the compound semiconductor. Compound semiconductor means some of the element from the third column and fifth column, 2 column and 6 column like this. And again, I'm happy to announce you, India has already that fab facility in Hyderabad that is also part of the SSPL to develop this compound semiconductor. Why I'm sharing this? He told me that students are not here, faculty is here. So I feel, let me share the information to the faculty so that they can use this advantage doing the projects or to send your students to internship and all to the DRDO labs and all. Because we are taking so many students from the different laboratory also. So we are having that facility also for the fabrication facility also for the development of the compound semiconductors. And in SSPL, we are having all high class equipments, I should say, fabrication machines for this semiconductor technology. You people might be using technology SIMS, EDEX, and all those machines we are having in the SSPL. This is a general SSPL and my work. Now let's move to the quantum technology. इसको वो कर नहीं मेरा lecture लगाना पड़ेगा ना आपको. And I have prepared this lecture based on the students. But I was not aware that this highly intelligent faculty I have to teach. So now I have to see. Make it a presentation mode. Yes. When we say quantum, and even I could feel here also, quantum means people are thinking quantum computing only. Most of the people, they're thinking about the quantum computing only. But in quantum, or I should say, this is an era when we are not dependent on the classical physics at all. We are using very complicated rules, or we can say the rules of the quantum. Let me give a simple example of quantum. When you do the barcode scanning, you're not using the classical physics, you are using the quantum physics. Or you'll ask how? The scanning is done by the laser. People say that laser is also the classical physics. But as he told, photonics is totally dependent on the quantum physics. Similarly, let me start and then I will see why people are moving to the quantum technology. as quantum computing, you can have very fast speed. What does it mean? If you are having the computers, even fastest computers of classical, if it takes years, with this quantum computer, you can do in the seconds or in the minutes. Similarly, if I say data security means still we know OTP आता है आपके पास, OTP दीजिए, उसके बाद भी सब cracking हो जाते हैं and all, क्योंकि classical physics में आप copy कर सकते हैं, cloning कर सकते हैं. But in the case of quantum, you cannot do that. That is also the beauty of this. Scientific discovery means if I have to go to the fundamental physics or I have to go to the fundamental chemistry, we know all the physics and chemistry, very complicated structures are there. If I do that structure study or chemical analysis or physical interpretation, I need a very complicated equation to solve. To solve this complicated equation, I have to write so many differential equations and all. To solve them, it takes years or it takes so many times to solve. But with the quantum technology, we can solve in the few minutes or few seconds. And that quantum magnetometer, it comes the quantum sensor. Quantum magnetometer, atomic clock, you people might have heard. Nowadays, we are talking about the atomic clock. Each one has, even in the computers and everywhere, we have so much matching of the time. With the atomic clock, you can have the stability of 10 to power minus 15 seconds per day and all. So years and years may take to have the variation of the time from one place to the another place. So atomic sensor is, or atomic clock is also an example of the quantum sensor only. Of course, quantum magnetometer is also an example of this. If you people have seen that video, there was coming NV Center. I'll explain what is that NV Center also. I made this lecture on the student basis, but let me feel happy also if we'll brush up what is classical physics and what is a quantum physics. In the classical physics, we know each output is deterministic and continuous. Quantum name suggests itself, it's not continuous. And it's always probabilistic. It's always quantized. Probabilistic means I am not sure. Whatever the result will come, it has a probability of that to come. That means a probabilistic. As I will keep on moving, you will be able to understand. But in the case of quantum, in the case of classical, we know if the result is to be 2 volt, it will come to the 2 volt or it will come to the 1 volt. As he mentioned, superposition of states, entanglement, these are the two basic phenomena has to be followed by in the quantum mechanics. Then only we can develop the setups, then only we can move into the quantum computing, quantum communication and all. I will come also what are those. And in the quantum, you cannot do the measurements. What does it mean? In the classical, in the each stage and all, you can do the measurement and all. It will not affect total result. But in the case of a quantum, because we talks about the qubits and we talk about the superposition state, if one is trying to do the measurement of those qubits, the system collapses. You cannot do the measurement also. You might be feeling that it means we are moving the virtual era. It is virtual era, but how we are converting it into the technology, I will explain that. Yes, in the case of a classical, we considered this thing is a wave or this thing is a particle, but in quanta, we consider the duality of the wave and particles. And again, I will not go with this because you people might be knowing what is a classical and quantum mechanics. When we talk about the classical mechanics, we know what is Newton's law of motion, because we're talking it has a mass, each particle has a mass. And we use the equation of Newton's law of motion, Maxwell's electromagnetic wave theory and all, but in the case of quantum, no. Even I talk about the photon itself, I feel photon has no mass. So then how I will do the theoretical calculation and all? We go with the Schrödinger equation and all. Or in the case of a quantum computing, he might be knowing we use a Bloch sphere and all. I will come to that also. In the case of a classical, again I kept on repeating so that it will be clear to you people. The future is predicted, but in the case of quantum, it is not. And in the quantum, we always believe on the uncertainty principle. Everybody is knowing uncertainty principle. Delta x, delta p is greater than and equal to h Planck's constant. What does delta x and delta p means? Okay, at the same time, I cannot say this particle is moving with this speed at this position. If we are also thinking, it's also obvious also. How can I say my ball is moving and it is at the position x with a velocity of this? I can't say. This is a principle we use in the quantum mechanics. But in the case of classical mechanics, it is defined, the ball is here at the position x with a velocity of y, it is at the position of y with a velocity of x. So this is a basic difference of the classical and quantum. What does quantum particle means? Let us take the very fundamental particle first, then I will go to the difficult ones. Photon. Everyone has heard about the photon. What is photon? It is a small particle of light. Am I right? Why people are working with a photon first? Because light is everywhere. It is very cheap, I can say. With a light, I can do so many manipulation. I can transport the light from one location to the other location also. It means light is simple for us, light is cheap for us, it is easily available. So all the scientists, all the researchers are doing maximum experimentation with the light only with a photon. If the photon is working with the quantum technology, then it has a quantum property. It means, let us study what is the quantum property. It means the light behaves as a wave as well as a particle. And I think for the faculty, they are aware, if I have to prove it's a wave, then everybody knows the young slit experiment. We have studied in the 12th itself. If I send a beam passing through the two slits, they interfere when they have the constructive interference, then the maxima, and when they were not. This is a wave nature showing. And if I want to prove it is a particle, then I have to prove the photoelectric effect. Our light proves both the results. It means my photon is nothing but it's a quantum particle. And for the faculty especially, I'm repeating, this photon I can use in my all technology. Means I can use in the quantum computer also, I can use in my quantum sensor also, I might use in the quantum communication also. So this is a basic building block in photonics. There are so many other ways also to make the quantum particles. My light or my photon is a quantum particle. Everyone has seen the equation of I is equal to h mu or hf, and was not there. I specifically put the n here to prove that light is nothing but the number of quantas, number of quantum of the photons. So my n stands here as the number of the photons. If number of photons are less, light intensity is less. If my number of photons keeps on increasing, the light becomes more and more and more bright. And how I will define which wavelength or which color of the light is coming, it will depend upon, of course, the frequency of the light. Why I am putting this basic frequency and all? Because it's not easier or it's not comfortable that you use any wavelength of the light and do the quantum. Particular wavelength, particular frequency has to play major role, because with which material you are going to interact. That material property will depend on material property, and this frequency and wavelength of the light also has to be matched together. So this equation is very important for us. The quantum or n number of photons comes from this picture. Because when I'm talking about the quantum, it means I'm talking about the single photon source. Can anybody see the single photon? No. Even जो light आ रही है या laser light है, it's a continuous number of photons are there. So what does single photons means? Single photon source means एक photon एक ही time पे आए. That is called the single photon source. Or how I will come to know single photon आया? You cannot see through the naked eye. Of course, I have to see the detection material for that. So on the detector, if I get one pulse, when the one photon is coming, I will say it's a single photon. This is very basic funda, but it's required to understand for the complicated ones. Now, light, this is also one light. Laser light, you people all know. And one item use a Fock state. What is the difference between all these three? In the case of thermal light, you have the light spreading in all that direction. Number of photons property is too much at the particular time. In the coherent light is nothing but a laser beam. We do know number of photons are there, but all are them of in the particular direction. What does it mean? They are coherent. They are timely as well as spatially coherent also. Am I right? And Fock state means only one photon at the particular time is coming. And that is required for my quantum. If I use photonic philosophy for the quantum, so I need number of photons at particular time should be 1. the terminology used in the quantum is bunched photons, random photons, and anti-bunched. If you see in the diagram, it's showing clearly. In the anti-bunch, in the particular time, only one photon is coming. If you see the random, that is a laser, sometimes single, sometimes in the group, sometimes single, sometimes in the group. But we use this laser also as a quantum. I will show how we use in the quantum. And of course, bunch photons, we cannot use this light in the quantum. We can use, but we have to do the number of manipulations to convert it into the bunched light. And if I will say in the statistical term, it means my quantum source is only if it has a sub-Poisson statistics, means number of the event or number of the photon occurring at particular time should be nearly zero. There is no ideal condition. It cannot be 1, it should be the nearly 0. Now the question comes how to define or how to measure only the single photon is coming, and I'm happy to see you people have already established that demonstration also. I'm not going to the all formulas and all. If you see the second formula, second order correlation function, we will carry out one experiment. In that experiment, I will come to that experiment. This is our experiment. What we do, we take the photon or source of the light. It falls on the beam splitter. As the name suggests, what does beam splitter is? It splits the beam into 2 parts. It should do it. But if it's a single photon, it will go either directly to this, transmit to the one photodetector, or it should reflect to the other photodetector. So we keep on noting the number of, how many number of photons are coming at particular time. If it's coming at a particular time, so many photons, it means it's not a single photon source. This is the two scientists, Henry Brown and the Twist, which carry out this experiment to find out the G20 correlation factor to determine whether it's a single photon source or it's not a single photon source. For people, what does the single photon source means, or how do you generate it? There are a number of ways to generate it. One is the attenuated laser. I think everybody knows about the laser, faculty might be knowing about the lasers. Laser has, suppose I can say it's this much of power or this much intensity. If I put too many attenuator and try to decrease its intensity or power, as I showed you earlier, number of photons more, you have the more intensity of power, number of photons less, you have to know. I have to put so many attenuator to get the as minimum intensity so that I can work with it. So generally in the college levels or in the beginners level, people are using the attenuated laser only because it's easy to generate. It can work in the room temperature. And the other beauty is lasers, optical components are easily available in the market also. Another way is entangled photon source. I will not come to the word entangled. I will say here, we are generating pair of photons here. How we generate pair of photons? Again, we are using one lasers, putting non-linear crystal. What does non-linear crystal? Its effective index will vary as the light will fall over it. So it's a non-linear crystal. It will break into the 2 parts. It will give me the pair of photons. I will come into the beauty of this. Another method is single quantum emitter. Single quantum emitter is nothing, but it's a semiconductor material. Nano semiconductor material means very small in the nano dimensions, 10 to the power minus 9 dimensions. We are using the nano dimensions semiconductor material. We are ejecting some electrical or laser pulse, and then only the one photon will come out. So this is another way of generating the single photon. Where we will use all this single photon and all. Already I told, I can use in the quantum communication. I can use in the quantum metrology. Nothing, it's what's called a quantum sensor. I will use quantum computing with the photons. So I will use this type of and 2 random number generation. I'm happy to see you people have this 2 random number generation equipment also. So here people are using photons to work in this field. This is a experimental setup for attenuated laser. Single photon source, you can see laser is here, then non-linear crystal is there, and then beam splitter is there. Why it is there? To measure the value of G200, whether it's really single photon source or not. This is the photon pair source. If I want to generate the two photons at a time, I can do spontaneous parametric down conversion. What does it mean? I will give the high frequency laser, or I will say maybe the laser of 405 nanometer wavelength. When it go to the nonlinear crystal, Non-crystal may be the BPO, it may be the lithium niobate, it may be the KTP, the number of crystals depending on what application you want to use, which wavelength you want to generate, and then it will give you the 2 photons, the wavelength of 810 nanometer. What I told, again I will repeat, at least this small experiment everybody should know. In the quantum, everyone is using SPDC, spontaneous parametric Down conversion, in which we are using one wavelength of the laser, and the 2 photons which are coming after the nonlinear crystals is a different wavelength. From the 405 nanometer, I am getting 810 nanometer. And do you know why people are looking for the 810 nanometer wavelength? This is used for the communication. For the free space communication or in the atmospheric window, we can use only the 810 or 805 nanometer. So this is a wavelength when we work in the communication, in the free space communication. But if I have to do the fiber communication, this wavelength will not work. I need 1550 nanometer. For this, I have to go to the FWM, that is 4-wave mixing. In this case, we are giving 2 photons and then we're giving the 4 wavelengths, and that comes in the 1550 nanometer. That's why I keep on saying my wavelength will depend on the frequency, and that wavelength with which material I am interacting it, accordingly I will get the output photons, and that output photons for what application I need it, I have to know before that. I told you I cannot use this light, but if I have to use this light or the light which is not polarized or which is not coherent, I have to use some special filter first to make it the polarized one, and then use again the nonlinear crystals, and I can again make the integral photons or pair of the photons. Initially, in the quantum sensor and all, which sir also showed, people don't use the lasers and all. They work with the arc lamps and all only. They have to do lots of manipulation for that to convert into the polarized light and then come to the photon pairs. This is a single quantum emitter. Single quantum emitter, number of ways to generate is, one is called the atom in trap. It means in this case, it's called trapped ion also. What we do, like deuterium is used generally, we remove one electron, it becomes ion, and it's not easy to generate. That ion has to be trapped in the vacuum itself, and that ion has to be maintained in the low temperature. Low temperature means in the millikelvin. And you know how we approach or reach to that point? By the laser cooling. You people, I don't know whether have heard what is laser cooling or not. For you people, maybe the laser is only to hit or it's energetic. Laser cooling means you are using one laser from the up, one from the bottom, one from this side, one from this side, like the 6 lasers you are using, and my ion is trapped in between. What it's trying to do it, it's not allowing to move that ion, making its momentum zero, momentum velocity zero, so kinetic energy is zero, trying to cool this. That's called the trapped ion method. By this methodology also, we are generating the quantum particle. Another method is quantum dot. What is quantum dot again? Quantum dot, I told you, it's a nano semiconductor material in which we grow the compound semiconductor like indium gallium nitride, one layer, another layer, another layer, like this. We keep on growing, and we're using the energy level of those compounds, ground state and excited state, and when we do excitation either by the electrical or by the photon, by the laser itself, then we get a single emitter only. And in this case, you get only the deterministic, means whenever I need the photon, I'll get it. But in the case of a laser, it's probabilistic. In the case of a single quantum emitter, whenever you need a photon, just pass the pulse, you will get a single photon. That is called single emitter generation, single photon source. What is the basic difference between two? If I say, in the case of a discrete, that single photon emitter, this is very difficult to detect because single photon is coming and its detection is very difficult. But in the case of a continuous laser and all, you have the amplitude, you have the intensity, you have the polarization, you have the, we can do the manipulation is easy in that case. Manipulation is easy in that case. So playing with a discrete component or discrete quantum bits or discrete quantum particle is really hard as compared to the photonic quantum particles. If I see the comparison between these two, so Harriot जो हो गए आपके, we have to generate by the parametric Down conversion. ऑन डिमांड वाले के लिए यू हैव टू गो टू द टू लेवल क्वांटम सिस्टम्स. टू लेवल मीन्स you need a ground state as well as the excited state, and we know when the particle will come back from the excited to the electron will come from the excited to the ground state, then only your photon will come out. And in the highlighted, you give the one photon, get the two photons. In this case, with each pulse, you will get a photon only. And generally, जो हाईलाइट फोटोन्स होते हैं इनकी ब्राइटनेस कम होती है, पर ऑन डिमांड वालों की ब्राइटनेस अच्छी होती है. ये वाले प्रोबेबिलिस्टिक होते हैं, वो डिटर्मिनिस्टिक होते हैं. तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन द एप्लीकेशन विच वन वी हैव टू यूज, वी हैव टू डिसाइड इट. हाईलाइट वन इज, आई टोल्ड यू, इट्स वेरी इजी टू जनरेट. लेजरली हमने ऑप्टिकल कंपोनेंट्स लगाया और इजीली कर लिया. एंड अनदर ब्यूटी इज यू कैन जनरेट द वेवलेंथ फॉर द कम्युनिकेशन आल्सो. बट ऑन डिमांड जो आपके हैं, दे आर बेसिकली यूजिंग फॉर द क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग, टेलीपोर्टेशन, QKDs, but communication में it's very difficult to generate. अगर हम लिटरेचर्स में देखें तो ऑलरेडी पीपल हैव क्लेम्ड कि ऑन डिमांड सिंगल फोटोन्स सोर्सेज भी जनरेट हो चुके हैं और हाईलाइट फोटोन सोर्सेज भी जनरेट हो चुके हैं. पीपल हैव यूज्ड वही सिंगल एटम्स बेस, आयंस बेस, मॉलिक्यूल बेस, कलर सेंटर, नाइट्रोजन वैकेंसी बेस, क्वांटम डॉट बेस. एंड क्वांटम डॉट्स, अगर इफ यू सी one place they have used indium arsenide, other they have used cadmium selenide or zinc selenide, depending on the which wavelength they are looking for. And highlight by the parametric tone conversion or by the four-wave mixing. मेरे पास फोटोन तो जनरेट हो गया, बट वही मेरा क्वेश्चन आया कि हाउ आई विल कम टू नो whether it's a single photon or not. You need a detector for that also. You cannot use a ordinary detector for that. So earlier people were using the avalanche photo detectors, and that avalanche photo detector also they should have the jitter is less than 500 picosecond. What does jitter means? एक फोटोन मेरा जब आया, उसको मेजर किया, बिफोर कमिंग टू द अनदर फोटोन, जो उसमें टाइम जिटरिंग हो रही हो जितना कम होगा, आई कैन एक्यूरेटली मेजर द अनदर फोटोन. Am I right? So जो ऑर्डिनरी हमारे फोटो डिटेक्टर्स होते हैं, दे डोंट हैव दैट मच ऑफ कैपेबिलिटी ऑफ दैट. एंड nowadays for the single photon people are using SNSPD. SNSPD is superconducting nanowire single photon detector. What does it mean? It's basically based on the superconducting principle. In the superconducting principle, you know कि current is keep on flowing because it's work at a very low temperature, there is no resistance and all. But when the photon falls on this wire, it breaks and we get some output signal. Then we come to know, yes, photon has come. So superconducting nanowire single photon detector is of the interest for the quantum technology, for the quantum photonics technology, I should say, because it has the very fast jitter, less than 100 picosecond itself. Now, let's move to the quantum computers. I will not, because I could make out the faces, people are not understanding and all. So, quantum computer मैंने भी कुछ बहुत basic रखा है. As your chairperson also told, quantum computers can do the applications or solve the equations or solve the problems in few seconds or in minutes as compared to the fastest computer. If you see, this is as one computer, real quantum computer picture which IBM has shown, has published in the literature. In the, as a name, you everybody knows, in the classical computers, we are talking about the bits, 0 and 1, and we are talking about the current flowing and the voltage flowing. Am I right? But in the quantum, the rules now come the superposition, the rules come here the entanglement, and the rule come here the decoherence. Without these three rules, quantum cannot exist. Now what are these rules? What is a superposition? I think few of them you might be knowing. Superposition means quantum particle can exist at a time more than two, in the two states or more than two states. Is it possible in classical? Can we thought of this? We cannot thought. अब मैं एक बेसिक सा एग्जांपल देती हूँ. आपने शायद फर्स्ट पिक्चर में देखा होगा, मैंने तब बोला नहीं. If I have to go to the ground floor to the fourth floor, I can go by the ramp or I can go by the stairs. Am I right? If I'm going by the ramp, I will say it's a classical. But if I'm going by the ramp, by the steps, I will say it's a quantum. How can I say quantum? Because I may exist in between the 1 and 2 step. Am I right? कोई मेरे से पूछेगा कि आप कहाँ हो मैडम? अरे मैं पहुँचने वाली हूँ, मैं पहले और दूसरी सीढ़ी के बीच में हूँ. I can say that is a very crude example, but it's an example of the quantum. Like why this cat is showing, because in all quantum it's called Schrödinger cat. One cat is closed in one black box. One is saying it looks she's no more, other is saying no, she's alive. No, she's no more. No, she's alive. Or she may be in the position about to no more. So this is a superposition state, I'm saying. Okay? Now entanglement. What does entanglement mean? Entanglement means if I am having a pair of photons or pair of quantum particles, one is here, one is here. If I know its property, I know the property of its. They are interrelated, they are intercorrelated. Entanglement is used in the quantum. That's why it's highly secure. That's why no cloning is there. What does it mean? Let me give you an example. If I say, as I'm saying the photons, I know photon pair में क्या होगा, एक मेरा horizontally polarized है, एक suppose vertically polarized है. So if this photon is horizontally polarized, this it's a vertically polarized. If someone is trying to manipulate with this, इसका automatically will collapse. Entanglement. So entanglement property is used for the safety, for the security, for the communication, for the QKT. And superposition rule is used for the fast algorithms, for the fast processing. What does it mean? In bits, I am saying only 0 and 1. But in the quantum, we are saying qubits. It's a combination of 0 and 1. And the way we are generating 0 and 1, if I talk in terms of a photonics, I will say if 0 is horizontally polarized, 0 is vertically and 1 is horizontally polarized, it has number of angles also in between that. All these angle states we're considering as a superposition states. It means it has infinite states. And at the same time, we are doing the processing on these infinite states so that my system is faster. I don't have to do the each step, then next step, then next step, then step in the classical. No, I can do the parallel processing in the case of quantum by using the superposition rule. And entanglement is if one is destroyed or one is measured, the other is automatically collapsed. No cloning. There is no mode of copying the information. There is no mode of accelerating that information. So nobody can copying it. So it's no cloning is possible. So for please quantum, remember the three rules: superposition, entanglement, and no cloning. I don't know whether you people have seen or not. I think few days back I was watching TV. एक वो जादूगर जैसे आते हैं ना, एक जादूगर बच्चों को शो दिखा रहा था. उसने कहा कि मैं इस बच्चे के यहाँ पे हाथ में एक मार्क लगाऊंगा और जो दूसरा बच्चा खड़ा उसके भी मार्क आ जाएगा. एंड द फनी पार्ट इज ही यूज द इंटैकलमेंट वर्ड. ही सेड आजकल तो इंटैकल प्रोजेक्ट्स का काम है, तो मैं इसके यहाँ पे करूँगा जो भी चेंज, यू विल फाइंड दैट चेंज इन देयर. एंड दैट ही शोड आल्सो थ्रू आईज. उसने कुछ जादू किया और उसने यहाँ से यहाँ दिखाया. तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन यू पीपल कि इंटैकल्ड फोटोन्स, इंटैकल्ड क्वांटम पार्टिकल्स, दे आर कोरिलेटेड टू ईच अदर. Whether how far they are, maybe in the kilometer distance or maybe one to another place, they are related to each other. They are interrelated to each other. This is a very simple example of classical physics or quantum physics. Head and tail, either head or tail, head or tail. That is classical. If I am saying no head and tail, it's a quantum. फिर वही क्वेश्चन आया कैसे हेड एंड टेल हो सकता है. जब मैंने कॉइन को ऊपर फेंका तो मेरा कॉइन जब तक घूम रहा है, दैट इज अ सुपरपोजिशन स्टेट. And one word, now here I will use coherence or decoherence. Why I am using this word? जो superposition state है या entanglement state है, they are very fragile. What does it mean? इनकी existence is in the milliseconds or in the nanoseconds. They don't exist in the long. It's obvious. मैंने जब coin को फेंका भी तो एक ना milliseconds में वो या toss बन जाएगा या वो head बन जाएगा. तो जो उसके बीच वाली स्टेट है बहुत कम टाइम है. एंड व्हेन वी आर प्लेइंग विद द एटम्स एंड व्हेन प्लेइंग विद द आयंस, व्हेन प्लेइंग विद द मॉलिक्यूल्स, व्हेन प्लेइंग विद द लेजर्स, वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड दे आर ऑल रिलेटेड टू द एनर्जी लेवल्स. तो उनकी भी जो कोहेरेंस स्टेट है और रिलैक्सेशन टाइम, आई डोंट नो व्हाट टर्मिनोलॉजी पीपल आर यूजिंग, इट्स वेरी वेरी स्मॉल. सो इफ we are working or if you are doing some any operation with the quantum particles, we have to see it has to be performed within the coherence time, within the coherence state. अगर वो coherence state खत्म हो गई तो आप सारा क्वांटम फेल हो गया. ओके क्यूबिट का मैंने बताई दिया आपको कि 0 और 1 का कॉम्बिनेशन है, इन हैज इनफाइनाइट स्टेट्स, and that is called the superposition we are using. Entanglement, I explain you. Entanglement is the basic difference between the classical and the quantum physics. Decoherence, decoherence में अगर आप लेफ्ट साइड देखेंगे हेड एंड टेल के बीच में लाइन लगा करके कि कोहेरेंस में, क्योंकि बेचारा भी घूम रहा है, लेकिन जैसे ही मेरा कोहेरेंस टूट गया वो डीकोहेरेंस हो गया. और मैं अगर फिजिक्स के टर्मिनोलॉजी में आपको एक्सप्लेन करूँ, everybody knows the atom, they have the different electronic energy levels, ground state and the upper state. When we are talking about the atoms and ions, what I mean, I'm talking about the energy states. That's why it's a quantum. तो जब मैंने कोई लाइट या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डाली, मेरा everything wants to stay in the ground state, in the equilibrium position. पर जब मैंने कोई excitation दिया, that atom move to the upper state. Am I right? It cannot stay longer ना there. So non-equilibrium position, it will try to come back. So whatever the lifetime of that upper state, it will stay up to that time, then it will come back. तो जो वो वापस आए उसको डीकोहेरेंस कहते हैं. तो डीकोहेरेंस हर मटेरियल की, हर उसकी पार्टिकल की होगी. तो जब तक हम उसकी लाइफ टाइम तक में काम करेंगे तो वो कोहेरेंस आएगा, अदरवाइज इट बिकम्स अ डीकोहेरेंस. इसलिए अभी क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग या आगे वाली चीज़ों में वी आर नॉट एबल टू, पीपल आर नॉट गेटिंग सो डिफिकल्टी बिकॉज दे आर ट्राइंग टू मेंटेन दैट longer coherence time so that we can keep the too much operation on that period itself. Measurement, I told you we cannot do the quantum measurement at all. If you do, the coherence will collapse and it is no more quantum. This is for the students के लिए मैंने रखा था कि वो 0-1 होता है, इसमें 0 and 1 combination होता है, that you people know now. If we, because you people are all the engineering faculty people, everyone is using the gates. हमें पता है एंड गेट, नैंड गेट, नॉर गेट क्लासिकल में हम यूज़ करते हैं. बट इन द केस ऑफ क्वांटम, आई एम रियली हैप्पी, चेयरपर्सन आल्सो मेंशन द नेम ऑफ बेल स्टेट. दैट इज मीन्स वी हैव टू नीड द इंटेंगलमेंट गेट्स एंड दैट इज प्रोड्यूस बाय द हार्डमट गेट और सी नॉट गेट. व्हाट डज इट मीन्स कि हार्डमट गेट इज प्ले ऑन द वन ऑफ द क्यूबिट एंड द सी नॉट विल use both the qubits to generate the quantum entanglement. Means Hartman gate is generally used to generate the or create the superposition, and the C0 gate is generally used to create the entanglement. And we use these gates in the quantum computers. There is no classical NOT, C, NAND, and C, no, because we are not talking about the Boolean algebra in the quantum. So circuits देखेंगे तो classical के of course हम उसमें क्या यूज़ करें, Boolean algebra कर रहे हैं. हम CMOS टेक्नोलॉजी से कितना भी स्केलेबल कर सकते हैं क्लासिकल कंप्यूटर को, तो और क्लासिकल सर्किट्स आई शुड से वी कैन स्केलेबल. बट इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द क्वांटम, इट्स नॉट दैट इजी टू स्केलेबल. व्हाई इट्स नॉट इजी टू स्केलेबल? बिकॉज आई एम टॉकिंग इन द टर्म्स ऑफ स्पिन्स ऑफ द एटम्स. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इन द टर्म्स ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, एंड इट्स नॉट इजी फॉर दैट मटीरियल टू डू द स्केलेबल. और द कंडीशंस वी हैव टू जनरेट इज आइदर हाईली वैक्यूम और हाईली क्रायोजेनिक, so that is not easy. And what we are using here, we are not using the Boolean algebra, we are using the linear algebra and unitary matrices to generate the quantum circuits. Now, what are the ways to generate the quantum particles? I have written the quantum computers, but all these ways you can use to generate the quantum particles. One methodology, I told you, it's a ion trap methodology. जो मैंने लेजर कूलिंग का आपको एग्जांपल दिया. The problem with that is कि आपको हाई वैक्यूम चाहिए, आपको लेज़र कूलिंग चाहिए मिली केल्विन के लिए, तो बट वेरी स्टेबल, वेरी एक्यूरेट सिंगल फोटोन सोर्स, बट वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू जनरेट. क्वांटम डॉट इट्स नथिंग बट इट्स बेस्ड ऑन द सेमीकंडक्टर. इट्स अ सेमीकंडक्टर मटेरियल ओनली, एंड द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस क्वांटम डॉट मेथड से जनरेट जो करेंगे आप, बहुत स्मॉल नैनोमीटर के स्केल में बनेगा ये. ऑप्टिकल मेथोडोलॉजी तो हमने बताई थी आपको, लेजर मेथोडोलॉजी है. और नाउ डेज तो फोटोनिक्स का मतलब है कि हम ऑप्टिकल वेव गाइड्स बना रहे हैं, उसी में हम ऑप्टिक्स कंपोनेंट्स भी उस वेव गाइड में यूज़ करके स्मॉलर बना सकते हैं. और ऑप्टिकल का एक फ़ायदा ये भी है कि इनका कोहेरेंस टाइम भी बेटर होता है एज़ कम्पेयर टू इफ़ आई एम कम टू द सुपर कंडक्टिंग. सुपर कंडक्टिंग मटीरियल्स इज़ वेरी फेमस इन द क्वांटम. Quantum computers are mostly based on the superconducting principle. Superconducting qubits. What is this? You use a superconducting material. What material they are using mostly? They are using niobium, they are using aluminum for that, and using based on the uncertainty principle and all, they are using the making the LC circuits, and LC circuits को modify करते हैं फिर वो आपके जो आपके गेट्स वगैरह करके, इनकी स्पीड बहुत फास्ट होती है सुपर कंडक्टिंग की, नैनो सेकेंड्स एंड ऑल, पर सुपर कंडक्टिंग पार्टिकल क्रिएट करना या क्वांटम कंप्यूटर क्रिएट करना मीन्स यू नीड मोर देन दिस रूम. द रीजन इज यू नीड क्रायोजेनिक कूलिंग, एंड क्रायोजेनिक कूलिंग मीन्स आप लिक्विड हीलियम तक के टेम्परेचर की बात कर रहे हो, जिसका क्रायोस्टेट कूलर इज वेरी बिग, वेरी बिग. योर पार्टिकल विल बी वेरी स्मॉल बट इट्स वेरी बिग. दिस इज सम एडवांटेज एंड डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ दैट. मेन प्लेयर्स जो हमारे क्वांटम क्यूपिट्स के अगर देखा जाए तो दे हैव कम वर्ल्ड वाइड. IBM ने क्लेम कर दिया कि उसने 127 क्यूपिट डिमॉन्स्ट्रेट कर दिया है. गूगल, रिकिटी, एंटीफर, इंटेल, they all have made superconducting based qubit, superconducting based. क्वांटम कंप्यूटर्स के एप्लीकेशन से नाम से सजेस्ट हो रहा है आपको. अगर मैं क्लाइमेट मॉडलिंग की बातें कर दूं, आज हम कहते हैं ना कि अब वेदर बहुत ज़्यादा ठीक निकलने लगा, बिकॉज क्वांटम कंप्यूटर हैज़ अ कैपेबिलिटी ऑफ डूइंग द वेरी प्रिसाइज मॉडलिंग. सिमिलरली क्वांटम कंप्यूटर की हेल्प से आप केमिस्ट्री के या जो आपके मॉलिक्यूलर स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं बहुत अच्छे से उनकी स्टडी कर पा रहे हैं. और यहाँ तक देखने में आया कि इफ़ दिस मॉलिक्यूलर स्ट्रक्चर इंटरेक्ट विद द न्यूली डेवलप्ड जो ड्रग्स आ रही हैं, फिर जो चेंजेस होता है कैन डू द वेरी गुड सिमुलेशन, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट नाउ पर्सनलाइज मेडिसिन बनने लगी हैं ऑफ इंडिविजुअल के उसमें जेनेटिक वेरिएशन कितना हो रहा है. तभी कह रहे हैं कि ड्रग्स में और मेडिसिन में क्वांटम कंप्यूटर्स गोइंग टू प्ले द मेजर रोल. अगर फाइनेंशियल की हम बात करें तो आप सबने गोल्ड सैच कंपनी का नाम सुना होगा, JP मॉर्गन का. दे आर ऑलरेडी यूजिंग क्वांटम. वाई दे आर यूजिंग क्वांटम? दे आर यूजिंग फॉर द मोंटे कार्लो सिमुलेशन करने के लिए टू असेस कि इनका रिस्क एनालिसिस कितना है, पोर्टफोलियो ऑप्टिमाइजेशंस के लिए. तो ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब नॉट प्योरली बट पार्शली क्वांटम हैज़ बीन स्टार्टेड यूजिंग बाय द पीपल. अब क्वेश्चन आया कि व्हाट इज क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन, वाई क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन नीडिंग. ऐसे फोटोन का डेवलपमेंट हुआ तो पीपल स्टार्ट ऑफ थिंकिंग अबाउट था कि क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन करके देखते हैं. और चाइना इज एज यूजुअल 2016 में ही उसने सैटेलाइट इंटर सैटेलाइट क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन को डिमॉन्स्ट्रेट कर दिया था उसने. अगर मैं क्लासिकल कम्युनिकेशन की बात करती हूँ तो हमें पता है कि क्लासिकल चैनल में हम क्या करते हैं. क्लासिक कम्युनिकेशन क्या होता है, पहले तो मुझे एक इन्फॉर्मेशन दूसरी इन्फॉर्मेशन भेजनी है तो हम क्या करते हैं, वी मॉड्यूलेट दैट सिग्नल एंड डू द डीमॉड्यूलेशन ऑफ दैट सिग्नल. व्हाट डज इट मीन? मैं अपनी इन्फॉर्मेशन को किसी वोल्टेज या करंट के लेवल में कन्वर्ट करती हूँ एंड वहाँ ऑन द डेटा साइड मैं रिसीव करती हूँ. इफ़ यू स्टार्टिंग इन द टर्म्स ऑफ फिजिक्स, अभी भूल जाइए, बट फिजिक्स ने लेमैन के लैंग्वेज में हम यही करते हैं. और बट आई मीन टू से इन द क्लासिकल केस में मैं 0-1 बिट अपना जनरेट करती हूँ, 1 डिमोट करके मैसेज ले लेती हूँ. और मेरे क्लासिकल चैनल्स क्या होते हैं, मेरे केबल्स, इलेक्ट्रिकल केबल्स हो गई, अगर मैंने लेज़र यूज़ की तो मेरे फ्री स्पेस वगैरह हो गया. लेकिन जब मैं क्वांटम चैनल की बात करूँगी तो मैं सिंपली 0-1 बिट की बात नहीं करूँगा, मुझे QPT चाहिए उसके केस में. इट मीन्स द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ 0-1, इट मीन्स द सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ 0-1, इट मीन्स द इंटेकलमेंट ऑफ 0-1. और मेरे इस केस में मेरी जो केबल्स वेबल्स मेरी नहीं हो सकती चैनल, मेरा या तो फ्री स्पेस चैनल होगा या मेरा फाइबर चैनल होगा उसका कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए. अगर मेरा फ्री स्पेस चैनल होगा तो आई टोल्ड यू आई हैव टू गो टू द स्पॉन्टेनियस पैरामीटर डाउन कन्वर्शन टू जनरेट माई फोटोन्स. अगर मेरे को फाइबर चैनल यूज़ करना है तो आई हैव टू गो टू द 4-वे मिक्सिंग मेथडोलॉजी टू गो. अब फ्री स्पेस मुझे कम्युनिकेशन करना है. फ्री स्पेस का मतलब है कि मुझे विप्स कॉलेज से अगर मुझे धोलाकुआ में एक ट्रांसमीटर लगा हुआ है और एक उधर रिसीवर लगा है, मुझे ट्रांसमिट करनी है, तो मैं ट्रांसमिट क्या करूँगी, लेजर बीम. दैट इज़ माई फोटोन ओनली. एंड एवरीबडी नोज कि बाहर तो एयर भी है, हवा भी है, टर्बुलेंस भी है, बीम वॉन्डरिंग भी होगी, बीम शेप भी चेंज होगी. तो फ्री क्लासिकल कम्युनिकेशन में वी फेस अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम फॉर दैट एंड वी यूज अडेप्टिव ऑप्टिक्स और अदर मेथडोलॉजी टू improve it. But in the case of a quantum, because of the entanglement phenomena, मेरी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स सॉल्व हो जाती हैं. इंटैकलमेंट कैसे सॉल्व करेगा मैं वो भी कार्टून की तरफ से बताऊंगी, पर आप इतना भी समझ लीजिए कि इंटैकलमेंट का मेरा मतलब है कि मेरी एक इन्फॉर्मेशन है जो मुझे यहाँ पे भेजनी है रिसीवर में, और मैंने इंटैकल फोटोन पेयर जनरेट किया, उसका एक फोटोन यहाँ चला गया, एक फोटोन यहाँ चला गया. तो जो भी मेरे यहाँ पे चेंजेस होंगी इस फोटोन में, मुझे इस फोटोन में पता चल जाएगी कि ये चेंज हुई बिकॉज ऑफ दिस फोटोन. तो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इंटैकलमेंट फिनोमिना जो मेरी फ्री स्पेस कम्युनिकेशंस की प्रॉब्लम थी, वॉन्डरिंग की, सिंटिलेशन की, बीम, ये जब मैं इसको ट्रांसमिट करूँ तो ये वाली लाइट भी तो अपने एरर जनरेट करेगी, बिट एरर रेट. I can solve with the help of the entanglement. And अगर मैं लेज़र बीम यूज़ कर रही हूँ कम्युनिकेशन के लिए तो what does it mean? कि मुझे लाइन ऑफ साइट ही चाहिए ना, बीच में कोई बिल्डिंग या पेड़ आ गया, my beam will go off. But in the case of a quantum communication, even if I'm at a hilly area or in the mountain area, मेरा वहाँ पर हम टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करते हैं एलिस फॉर द ट्रांसमीटर, बॉब फॉर द रिसीवर. मेरा एलिस एक पहाड़ पे है, मेरा बॉब दूसरे पहाड़ पे और लाइन ऑफ साइट नहीं है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, एक और सेंडर लेंगे जो मेरा इंटेकल फोटोन जनरेट करेगा. इट शुड बी ऑन द लाइन ऑफ साइट विद द बॉब और एलिस, तो बहुत पास में भी हो सकता है. तो व्हाट आई मीन टू से कि इन द ट्रायंगल फिलॉसफी आल्सो आई कैन डू द लाइन ऑफ साइट विद द क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन. तो दिस इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ द क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन. मैं अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन भी सिक्योर रख रही हूँ, मेरे को लाइन ऑफ साइट भी नहीं चाहिए, मुझे जो मेरी बिट एरर रेट है या बाकी जो प्रॉब्लम्स है उसको भी मैं ओवरकम कर पा रही हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ द क्वांटम इंटेकलमेंट. एक हम टर्मिनोलॉजी यूज़ करते हैं क्वांटम की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. अगर सच पूछा जाए अभी वर्ल्ड वाइड कोई भी क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन नहीं कर रहा. एवरीवन इज यूजिंग द क्वांटम की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. क्वांटम की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मीन्स क्रिप्टोग्राफी आप लोगों ने सुना होगा कि हम मैसेज को क्या कहते हैं, इनक्रिप्ट कर देते हैं और रिसीवर में हम उसको फिर डिक्रिप्शन करते हैं. तो क्वांटम की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज दैट ओनली. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, अपनी इन्फॉर्मेशन को एक सीक्रेट की बना रहे हैं यूजिंग द क्वांटम प्रॉपर्टी. वो बस एलिस और सेंडर को ही पता है, और वो क्योंकि क्वांटम प्रॉपर्टी है तो अगर मेरा ईव ड्रॉपिंग या मेरा एनिमी कोशिश भी करेगा उसको तोड़ने की या उसको मेजरमेंट करने की तो कोलैप्स हो जाएगा. तो रिसीवर को पता चल जाएगा कि कहीं ना कहीं इसको हैक कर लिया गया. तो अभी क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन नहीं हो रहा, क्वांटम की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो रहा है. व्हाट डज इट मीन्स कि हम एक की भेजते हैं साथ में मैसेज के और इनक्रप्ट करके एलिस देता है. वो सीक्रेट की शेयर्ड बाय द बॉब आल्सो एंड देन दे गेट द मैसेज ऑन इट. दैट इज कॉल्ड द क्वांटम की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. ब्यूटी वही है कि उस की कोई क्लोनिंग कोई नहीं कर सकता, इसलिए हमारा सिक्योर हाईली स्कोर कम्युनिकेशन हो जाता है. आई टोल्ड यू कि फ्री स्पेस कम्युनिकेशन में रेंज की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है क्योंकि वांडरिंग हो रही है, एयर की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, ये लाइट आ रही है. क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन में रेंज प्रॉब्लम हैज़ गॉन, इट हैज़ गॉन आउट. क्यों? वो तो ठीक है कि मेरी बीम की बहुत कम हो जाएगी पावर एंड ऑल, तो मैं रिपीटर्स लगा सकती हूँ, लेकिन बिकॉज ऑफ दिस क्वांटम एंटेंगलमेंट मैं इन सब प्रॉब्लम्स को रिमूव कर पा रही हूँ. तो एक छोटा सा मैंने एग्जांपल जस्ट टू शो डैट कि दो वो आपके बैठे हैं, एक आपका बैठा हुआ ये अटलांटिक ओशन पे एंड अनदर इज एट द नॉर्थ ईस्ट अफ्रीका में. दो आइलैंड्स हैं एंड दे हैव डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटेड द 144 किलोमीटर. इट्स नॉट दैट इजी. नीचे वाला जो पार्ट है वो तो शो कर रहा है कि उन्होंने कैसे क्वांटम एंटेंगलमेंट से फोटोन जनरेट किए. ऊपर वाले में आप देखेंगे एक लाइन ऊपर जा रही है, वो आपका मैसेज ट्रांसमिट कर रहा है, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम मुझे उसको ट्रैक भी करना पड़ेगा. तो ऊपर जो ट्रैकिंग बीम, आई हैव टू यूज अनदर लेजर बीम आल्सो जस्ट टू कीप ऑन द ट्रैकिंग टू द माई रिसीवर साइड. तो रिसीवर टेलीस्कोप लगा हुआ है जहाँ से वो रिसीव कर रहा है माई फोटोन एज वेल एज माई द बीकन बीम आल्सो. बट व्हाट आई वांटेड टू एम्फेसिस इज हियर कि क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन के केस में रेंज प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट देयर, जो हम क्लासिकल कम्युनिकेशन के केस में प्ले करते थे. क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन के केस में विद द फोटोनिक्स बस एडवांटेज यही है कि जो आपके मॉड्यूलेटर्स हैं, डी मॉड्यूलेटर्स हैं, ऑप्टिक्स है, फोटो डिटेक्टर्स हैं, दे आर ऑलरेडी वेल एस्टेब्लिश इन द मार्केट. They are easily available, in the commercially available. So people are using them and they are moving forward in the QKD and the quantum communication in comparison to the quantum computing. Because in the quantum computing, we are depending on the superconducting qubits and all. उनका जनरेशन करना, उनका डिटेक्शन करना, उनकी ऑपरेशन करना गेट्स का इज रियली गोइंग टू बी डिफिकल्ट टास्क. ये कुछ एग्जांपल्स देने की कोशिश की मैंने. फाइबर फ्री स्पेस जो ऑलरेडी कंट्रीज ने कमिट कर दिया है कि हमने क्वांटम QKD बेस्ड कम्युनिकेशन कर लिया है. दिस इज एक एग्जांपल देने की कोशिश करती है कि इंटेग्रल फोटोन का यूज़ कहाँ हो रहा है. दैट इज क्वांटम टेलीपोर्टेशन. टेलीपोर्टेशन का मतलब क्या है कि मैं क्वांटम क्यूबिट्स को एज सच ट्रांसफर कर रही हूँ वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस. नो माई मैसेज एंड नथिंग. अभी ये एक्सपेरिमेंटली चल रहा है, रिसर्च मोड में है, अभी कमर्शियली कोई सिस्टम नहीं आया, इसलिए मैं एक फ्यूचर एप्लीकेशन देना चाह रही थी बस आपको. दैट इज़ अ क्वांटम टेलीपोर्टेशन. इसमें हम जो क्वांटम स्टेट्स है, लाइक मेरी जो भी पोलराइजेशन स्टेट है या जो मेरे, उसको हम डायरेक्टली मूव कर देते हैं फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस. तो अगर आप देखेंगे, मैं कह रही हूँ कि एलिस है, उसके पास एक फोटोन है येलो कलर का और एक बॉब है जिसको वो मैसेज देना चाहती है. चार्ली को हम इंटेग्रल फोटोन मान लेते हैं, उसने एक फोटोन एलिस को भेजा, एक फोटोन बॉब को। इंटेग्रल फोटोन का मतलब क्या है? दे आर कोरिलेटेड टू ईच अदर। अगर इसको फोटोन का हमने कुछ किया तो दूसरे को अपना ऑटोमेटिक मिल जाएगा कि वहाँ पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुई है। तो जैसे ही वो फोटोन एलिस से इंटरेक्ट करेगा उसकी स्टेट चेंज हो जाएगी। स्टेट किसकी? क्यूपिड की। क्वांटम स्टेट चेंज हो जाएगी। तो बॉब विल आल्सो कम टू नो कि क्वांटम स्टेट हैज बीन चेंज्ड एंड दैट टाइम यू कैन सेंड द कम्युनिकेशन मैसेज टू इट। व्हाट आई मीन टू से, कम्युनिकेशन जो आप करोगे क्लासिकल मैसेज भेजोगे बट विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंटेकलमेंट फोटोन्स, दैट इज कॉल्ड द क्वांटम टेलीपोर्टेशन। This is another example for the fiber use करके same thing. Now let's come to the quantum sensors. Quantum sensors is another field of the quantum technology, जिसमें quantum magnetometer is one of it, and the another is the atomic clock and all. Quantum sensor जैसे हमें सर ने दिखाई, मैंने पिक्चर दिखाने की कोशिश की है कि ड्रोन जा रहा है, उस ड्रोन पे क्वांटम सेंसर है, वो क्वांटम नीचे गिराया हुआ हमने। क्या कोशिश कर रहा है ये ड्रोन? एंड दिस इज अ रियल इमेज। ये ड्रोन क्या कोशिश कर रहा है सेंसर आपका कि मेरा कोई अनएक्सप्लोडेड ऑर्डिनेंस तो नहीं है। व्हाट डज इट मीन्स कि जो आप बम पड़े हैं तो वो नीचे इसको डिटेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा है। अगर कोई ऑर्डिनेंस बम होगा तो मैग्नेटिक सेंसर की मैग्नेटिक फील्ड चेंज हो जाएगा। आई विल एक्सप्लेन दिस एंड विल कम टू न्यू यस यहाँ पे कुछ है। या नेविगेशन में हम बहुत यूज़ करते हैं इसको कि मैं क्या होता है शिप्स में हम बैठे हैं, जो बेचारे हमारे नेवल्स के लोग हैं, अगर कोई एनिमी का सबमरीन जाएगा, यू नो कि सबमरीन इज सो बिग एंड ऑल, उसकी स्पीड बहुत स्लो होती है, तो बाकी जो सेंसर्स हैं उनको स्पूरियस इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलती है। वेल विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ क्वांटम सेंसर्स इवन वो स्लाइटली भी मूव होगा तो उसका मैग्नेटिक फील्ड चेंज होगा एंड दे विल कम टू नो यस समथिंग इज गोइंग ऑन। ऑफ कोर्स नॉट सबमरीन, उसको फिर हमें क्वांटम इमेजिंग, क्वांटम रेडार में जाना पड़ेगा। तो मैग्नेटिक और एटॉमिक सेंसर्स और क्वांटम सेंसर्स एज ही शोड आल्सो हैज़ बीन यूज्ड टू फाइंड आउट दैट एनिमी। सो मैग्नेटोमीटर भी आप बहुत तरह के होते हैं, मैंने 3 ही कवर करने की कोशिश की। एक तो स्क्यूट हो गया आपका सुपर कंडक्टिंग की बेस्ड। सुपर कंडक्टिंग की बेस्ड में वही प्रॉब्लम आएगी कि बहुत बड़ा होता है, क्रायोजेनिक होता है, तो आप इसको रियल लाइफ में नहीं यूज़ कर सकते, बट पीपल आर यूजिंग इट फॉर द MRI। MRI में आपको पता वो जो बैठा देते हैं क्योंकि इसकी रेंज भी बहुत कम होती है। ये सिर्फ आपके नर्व्स की चीज़ों को ईजिली पढ़ सकता है स्क्यूट, पर एक्यूरेसी बहुत अच्छी होती है। 10⁻⁻15 टेस्ला, मतलब फेम्टो टेस्ला की सेंसिटिविटी दे सकता है। व्हाट डज इट मीन्स कि अगर मेरा मैग्नेटिक फील्ड 10⁻⁻15 के टाइम में चेंज हुआ है, दैट वी कैन मेजर इट। इमेजिन करो कितना प्रिसाइज है स्क्विड। लेकिन प्रॉब्लम वो ये कि क्रायोजेनिक के केस में यूज है। नाइट्रोजन वैकेंसी इन डायमंड, ये एक बहुत अच्छा सेंसर निकल के आ रहा है जो इन्होंने यूज़ किया था। ये डायमंड ही होता है जो हम लोग डायमंड यूज़ करते हैं, नॉट द डायमंड जो ज्वेलरी में कर रहे हैं, बट स्ट्रक्चर वही होता है। और हमें कहना चाहिए उसका थोड़ा सा केमिकल कंपोजिशन डिफरेंट होता है। उस डायमंड में हम, डायमंड इज व्हाट? कार्बन, हम राइट, एवरीबॉडी इज कार्बन का लैटिस होता है। तो अगर मैं एक कार्बन लैटिस को हटा दूँ, उसमें नाइट्रोजन डाल दूँ और एक साथ वाला बॉन्डिंग माइट हैव कोवलेंट बॉन्ड, आयनिक बॉन्ड, आप हम सबने पढ़ा हुआ है, तो एक बॉन्ड में मैंने नाइट्रोजन डाल दूँ और एक बॉन्ड को मैं खाली रहने दूँ, तो नाइट्रोजन वैकेंसी कहते हैं उसको। तो नाइट्रोजन के जो स्पिन्स के साथ हम प्ले कर रहे हैं, स्पिन्स का प्ले का मतलब है कि स्पिन्स का साथ जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड और एंगुलर मोमेंटम लगा हुआ है उसके साथ, दैट इज एबल टू मेजर द चेंज इन द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। इमेजिन करिए इसको। दैट्स वाई वी एबल टू मेजर द 10⁻⁹ टेस्ला, 10⁻⁻15 टेस्ला। तो एनवी जो है उसकी सेंसिटिविटी अभी नैनो टेस्ला में, इट्स नॉट इन फेम्टो टेस्ला, बट इन कमिंग ईयर्स दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द प्रोबेबल कैंडिडेट। वाई? क्योंकि जो डायमंड का सबको पता होगा सेमीकंडक्टर के एनर्जी बैंड गैप्स होते हैं, ईजी बैंड गैप होते हैं, इसका हाईएस्ट है 5.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट। व्हाट डज इट मीन्स? हाई टेम्परेचर, हाई रेडिएशन कैन नॉट इफेक्ट ऑन इट्स बैंड गैप। तो उसको कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ता कितना भी टेम्परेचर हो जाए, कितनी भी हो जाए। जबकि स्क्विड के केस में जहाँ टेम्परेचर पड़ा उसने काम करना बंद कर दिया। एटॉमिक मैग्नेटोमीटर ओनली रूम टेम्परेचर में काम करेगा, बट एनवी सेंटर इन डायमंड एक ऐसा एप्लीकेशन निकल के आएगा जो आपका किसी भी टेम्परेचर पे, किसी भी कंडीशंस में इट विल वर्क। एंड करेंटली पीपल आर यूजिंग फॉर द मेडिकल एप्लीकेशन अगेन, वो हार्ट बीट्स को करने के लिए एंड ऑल, क्योंकि वेरी एक्यूरेटली यू कैन मेजर इट। थर्ड इज द एटॉमिक मैग्नेटोमीटर। Atomic magnetometer is where the SSWL is working, and I'm working with atomic magnetometer only. And atomic magnetometer is हम एल्कली आइटम यूज़ कर रहे हैं इसके लिए। एल्कली आइटम मीन्स रूबिडियम या सीजियम यूज़ करते हैं, और एक ग्लास वेपर सेल के लिए मैं दिखाऊंगी कैसे करते हैं। तो उसमें और उसके केस में भी हम क्या यूज़ कर रहे हैं, हम आप एटम्स के बारे में सबको पता कि एनर्जी लेवल्स में फाइन स्ट्रक्चर, हाइपरवेन स्ट्रक्चर एंड देन द जीमन स्प्लिटिंग। तो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट देन जीमन स्प्लिटिंग में जाके सेंसिटिविटी मेजर की जा रही है। व्हाई आई एम एम्फेसिस अगेन एंड अगेन, क्लासिकल फिजिक्स टॉक्स अबाउट द मैक्रोस्कोपिक, but the quantum talks about the microscopic. What does it mean again? Microscopic means I am talking about in the 10 to the minus 9, minus 8 and minus 6. Microscopic में मैं मास की बात कर लेती हूँ, मैं फोर्स की बात कर लेती हूँ, मैं एक्सेलेरेशन की बात कर लेती हूँ, मैं वेलोसिटी की बात कर, पर क्वांटम में हमारे लिए वो चीज़ें एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं कर रही। हम तो उसके बहुत ही माइक्रोस्कोपिक पॉइंट में आके घूमते जा रहे हैं। एनर्जी लेवल के भी नॉट फाइन स्ट्रक्चर, नॉट हाइपर फाइन स्ट्रक्चर, आई एम कमिंग टॉकिंग अबाउट जीमन स्प्लिटिंग। जीमन स्प्लिटिंग अगर जाओगे आप तो एक एनर्जी लेवल दूसरे में जाओगे, गीगाहर्ट्ज़ का फ्रिक्वेंसी डिफरेंस होता है इफ यू सी दैट स्ट्रक्चर। तो क्वांटम इज मीन्स कि हाईली एक्यूरेट, हाईली प्रिसीशन, हाईली स्टेबल। बस प्रॉब्लम अभी है कि उनको हम कैसे कैच होल्ड करके उसकी कोहेरेंस को मेंटेन कर सकें। दैट इज आर डिफिकल्टी वी आर फेसिंग विद द एटॉमिक। दिस इज द वन वीडियो आई जस्ट शो कि हाउ द एटॉमिक मैग्नेटर वर्क। ये एक ग्लास एल्कली वेपर सेल है, मतलब एक समझ लीजिए ग्लास का सेल है। इसके अंदर मैंने एटम्स डाल दिए, एल्कली एटम्स, रूबिडियम एटम्स डाल दिए। क्या होगा, गैस है, रैंडमली सब बैठेंगे, दे आर रैंडमली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड, सबके एटॉमिक स्पिन्स रैंडमली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो रखे हैं। उसके बाद हमने उसको लेजर लाइट डाली, वी हैव पुट द लेजर लाइट, और हमने कोशिश क्या किया कि सबके एटॉमिक स्पिन्स को एक नहीं, मुझे नहीं चाहिए, मेरी आवाज़ वैसे बहुत तेज है उसके एटॉमिक स्पिन्स को सब एक ही डायरेक्शन में अलाइन कर दिया हमने, टू नीड अ लेजर लाइट। अब जैसे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आया, जो स्पिन्स हैं जो हमने लाइन किए थे स्लाइटली डिविएट तो होंगे, स्पिट लाइन्स एंड ऑल दे आर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड डिपेंडेंट। मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आते ही उनका जो होता है दे डेविड फ्रॉम देयर लाइट। तो मेरे को फोटो डिटेक्टर में क्या दिखा, पहले मुझे बहुत अच्छी लाइट दिख रही थी, जैसे वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आ रही है तो कम होगी, इंटेंसिटी कम होगी, तो यू गेट सम इंटेंसिटी मॉड्यूलेशन ऑन द डिटेक्टर एंड आई कैन फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड स्ट्रेंथ, व्हाट इज द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड स्ट्रेंथ। ओके, तो दिस इज द एटॉमिक मैग्नेटोमीटर। द ब्यूटी इज इंडिया इज आल्सो वर्किंग ऑन द क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजी। इंडिया ने, गवर्नमेंट ने 8,000 करोड़ रुपया एलोकेट किया है कि क्वांटम में काम करो। ये 2023 में आया है और 10 साल का उन्होंने हमें दिया है, नॉट हमें, ऑल एकेडमी एंड एवरीबडी। गवर्नमेंट रियली वांट्स, इससे पहले ग्लोबली लोग आ जाए, हम पीछे ना आ जाए, तो 8,000 करोड़ वी हैव टू। उनका मेन मिशन क्या है, सिलेंट मिशन का क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजी एंड एप्लीकेशन का, हमें R&D डेवलप करनी है, इवन हमें ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज पे डेवलप करने हैं, प्रोटोटाइप्स बनाने हैं, सिस्टम बनाने हैं, क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग करनी है, क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन करना है, सैटेलाइट कम्युनिकेशन करना है, और एकेडमिया और आपके IITs एंड ऑल में मैन पावर, इंडस्ट्रीज सबको इनबिल्ड करना है, ताकि क्वांटम के केस में हम लोग पीछे ना आ जाएं। और क्वांटम गवर्नमेंट का बहुत ज़बरदस्त इनिशिएटिव चल रही है, तो इट्स रियली गुड। अगर स्टूडेंट्स आप क्वांटम को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं तो दे आर गोइंग, ये सब फैसिलिटीज़ भी जो हैं ऑलरेडी बना ली गई हैं क्वांटम की। मध्य प्रदेश में मिलिट्री कॉलेज ने बना ली है, क्वेस्ट ने काम करना शुरू कर दिया है, QSIM टूल किट इज नथिंग बट आपके क्वांटम प्रोग्रामिंग है। रिसर्च फैसिलिटीज, इवन DRDO ने क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजी रिसर्च सेंटर तिमारपुर के पास मुटकाफ हाउस है, वहाँ पे हमने अपनी फैसिलिटी बनाई है। पीपल कैन कम एनी टाइम एंड यू कैन विजिट देयर। DRDO में कम्युनिकेशन के प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं क्वांटम के, DRDO में आपके कंप्यूटिंग में चल रहे हैं, और सेंसिंग में भी प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं। इंडिया ने 2 QKD डिमॉन्स्ट्रेट कर दिए हैं अब तक विद द हेल्प ऑफ IIT। ये छोटा वाला जो है 2 लैब्स हैं हैदराबाद में, जिन्होंने 12 किलोमीटर का फाइबर का डिमॉन्स्ट्रेट किया था इन 2021 में। 2022 में 100 किलोमीटर फाइबर QKD आपका उत्तरांचल में प्रयागराज और विंध्याचल, यहाँ पर फाइबर लिंक डिमॉन्स्ट्रेट किया सक्सेसफुली। और द गुड न्यूज़ इज फ्री स्पेस QKD is also demonstrated in the 1 kilometer at the IIT campus Delhi itself. That is also the joint collaboration of the DRDO and the IIT. ये भी क्वांटम नंबर जनरेटर ऑलरेडी DRDO ने बना दिया है, और हमने इसका TOT भी कर दिया इंडस्ट्री TCS के साथ, वो मार्केट में आ जाएगा। कंप्यूटर्स में एम है कि 7 qubit क्वांटम कंप्यूटर बेस्ड ऑन द सुपर कंडक्टिंग should be developed. ये मिशन है हमारा उसका. कहने का मतलब ये है कि IITs, बार्क, आपका डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ स्पेस, आपका CSIR, आपकी सारी लेबॉर्ट्रीज जो है दे आर वर्किंग ऑन द क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजी राइट नाउ. मेजर वर्क जो SSVL में चल रहा है क्वांटम एक्टिविटीज़ पे, एक तो है कि लेजर्स डेवलपमेंट. लेजर्स में हम विक्सल लेज़र बनाते हैं. विक्सल लेज़र बहुत छोटी लेज़र होती है और वो आपकी स्मार्ट वॉचेस, स्मार्ट इसमें सब में लगी होती है. उस लेज़र को ग्लोबली मिलती ही नहीं है और 2 या 3 रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं जो कर रहे हैं. एंड द गुड न्यूज़ इज SSVL is fabricated one pixel laser itself. उसका हम लोगों ने करेक्टराइजेशन भी किया एंड वी गॉट द कमर्शियल के हिसाब से उसकी हमें पावर भी मिली, उसकी सारे करेक्टराइजेशन भी एट द पार थे जी. अगर अभी देखोगे ये जो ब्राउन है सारी लेजर्स है एक ही उस पर. आप देखना आपको इसमें एक छोटी सी लाल बंदी दिखेगी, तो हमने इसको स्टडी करने की कोशिश की कैसे, मतलब विक्सल लेजर केस में क्या होता है. ये लाल बाउंड जो है दिस इज दैट स्मॉल पावर यूजिंग टोटल क्वांटम. उसमें पावर इज इन द माइक्रोवॉट्स वी आर यूजिंग फॉर द क्वांटम. इमेजिन करिए ये हमारा करेक्टराइजेशन सेटअप है जो SSVL में हो रखा है. वेपर सेल बाहर से इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है हमेशा, क्योंकि आपके ये यूबिडियम एंड ऑल टॉक्सिक होते हैं. वो भी इंडिजिनस डेवलपमेंट. आपको पता होगा कि मोदी जी आत्मनिर्भर की बात कर रहे हैं, तो DRDO हैज़ टेकन दैट इनिशिएटिव आल्सो. हम क्वांटम वेपर सेल भी बना रहे हैं. दिस वेपर सेल इज बीन यूज इन द एटॉमिक क्लॉक्स एंड ऑल, बहुत जगह यूज़ होता है. ये विक्सल लेज़र को यूज़ करके SSVL ने मैग्नेटिक सिग्नल डिटेक्ट भी कर लिया है. एक सेटअप बना लिया हमने. इस सेटअप में आप देखो जो ब्लू वाला है एक टेस्ट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड जनरेट किया गया और येलो वाले से सेम रेप्लिका मिला. और उसकी कितना सेंसिटिविटी थी 10 टू पावर मतलब पिको टेस्ला था. हम 60 पिको टेस्ला 50 माइक्रो टेस्ला तो आपका अर्थ का मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होता है. उस अर्थ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में जो इतना सा चेंज भी हुआ वी वर एबल टू मेजर इट. दैट एक्सपेरिमेंट हैज़ बीन कैरिड आउट द SSVL. अगर हम देखें तो वर्ल्ड वाइड 2021 में $22.5 बिलियन, मतलब ये सब कंट्रीज इतना पैसा लगा रही हैं कि क्वांटम आई. आप देखें हर कॉन्टिनेंट में ऑल द कंट्रीज विद इन 2 years में $40 पर पहुंच गया. छोटी छोटी कंट्रीज से आल्सो स्टार्ट कमिंग इन द क्वांटम बिकॉज दे नो द फ्यूचर इज अ क्वांटम ओनली. तो आई शुड से कि क्वांटम सबको इनविजिबल लगा, बड़ा वर्च्यू लगा, बट इन फ्यूचर it's impossible to live without a quantum. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for explaining the quantum science and filling the gap of understanding between those who have the idea of this field and those who doesn't have any knowledge about this field. And your topics are very much aligned with the setup we have in WIPS TC. Thank you, ma'am. You have added great value in today's session. Now, as we come to end of this enriching session, I take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to the success of this event. We sincerely thank our Honorable Chairman, Dr. S.C. Vaz, whose visionary leadership continue to inspire us to strive for excellence. Respected Vice Chairman, Mr. Vineet Vaz, for his continuous support and motivation. Respected Director, Professor Sunil Gupta, for his valuable guidance and unwavering support. We extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed guest, Dr. Shami Wadhwa, for her valuable time and inspiring insight. Thank you so much, ma'am. And a very special thanks to our dean and respected faculty members who took time from their busy academic calendar and seriously gracious this event. I am also thankful to our organizing team, Quantum community, for their dedicated effort. Now, I would also like to acknowledge and sincerely thank our supporting staff, whose invaluable assistance made the successful execution of this event possible. Last but not the least, we formally conclude today's Quantum Day celebration. So the learning continues. Now we have some poster presentation session by our students. They are showcasing their idea, projects, and research works. I would really like to request our esteemed guest, faculty member, respected deans, to visit the poster display and encourage our student in room number 108 FDP. Thank you all for your presence and have a wonderful day and inspiring day ahead.